Tonight's homework reviews some of the multiplication fact strategies that we discussed in class. Now, the overall goal would be to just learn our multiplication facts, but if we are not confident with them, we can use these strategies for ones that we are confident with to help solve other ones. So the first strategy is for threes. If you're not sure of your threes, you can do your doubles or your twos and then add one more set. So the first image just shows you examples. Instead of doing 3 times 6, you can think 2 times 6 and then add another 6 in, so you get 12 plus 6 equals 18. Okay, and then you do it again with a 7 times 3. They think 7 times 2 equals 14. Add another 7 is 21. So down for number 1, it wants us to practice. So we will start by doing our 2 times 5, which is 10. And then we can add 5 more, which gives me my 15. Again, if you know your facts, you could just fill in your facts. I am great with that. For 3 times 8, we're going to start with our 2 times 8. And then we're going to add one more set of 8. And so we get 24. Number 2 says if you had 2 boxes of 8 crayons and your teacher gave you another box of 8 crayons, how many would you have? Well, this is a story problem to represent that problem that we just did. So we did 2 times 8, and we got 16, and then she gave us another box of 8 to get to that 24. If you know your math facts, you could say 2 boxes and one more box is 3 boxes, so 3 times 8 is 24 crayons. Number 3 goes back to represent the first picture. Cody bought 2 bags of apples. He already had 1 bag of apples at home. How many does he have in all? So we can do 2 times 5 to see that he bought 10 bags and he already had 1 at home, so now he has 15. Or again, we can combine our 2 bags and our 1 bag and say we have 3 bags of 5 apples, so he has 15 apples at home. And then the last one, you're just writing your own story problem. On the back, we're doing our tens facts. Now our tens, our thought process is just to count by tens, or we've been talking in class that you could take away the 0 for a minute and do 7 times 1 and then add that 0 back in. And we get that by our tens counting. So 7 times 10 is 70. And you could see 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So 10 times 90, I could count or add that 0, so it's 90. And our half tens is our fives. Sometimes I think it's easier just to count by fives, but the choice is yours. Again, if you know the facts, just put them in. If we don't, we can see that 5 times 6 is half of 6 times 10, or 10 times 6, which is 60, and half of 60 is 30, and so we can do 30. Okay? Then our table practices going back and forth. 2 times 10 is 20, so 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 10 is 30, and half would be 15. Then 20. 5 times 10 is 50, and half is 25. 6 times 10 is 60, and 6 times 5 is 30. And our last couple of story problems. Max had 6 dimes in his pocket. How much money did he have? Well, I know a dime is worth 10 cents, so 10 times 6 is 60 cents. Jose had 7 nickels in his pocket. How much money did he have? Well, I know a nickel is 5 cents, so 5 times 7 is 35. And if you weren't sure of the fact, you can go back and do the tens or count by fives. Number 9, if Susie bought 9 baskets with 5 large peaches in each basket, how many peaches did she buy? This one touches on a new one, but I know my fact is 9 times 5, which is 45. If I don't know 100% my facts, I might do 10 times 5 is 50, and going opposite of our threes, 9 is 1 less than 5, so I could take 5 away, and that's how I would get my 45. Again, these are just strategies if we're not sure of our facts. If we know our facts, we can just put those down and be happy with our work. So let's go through. Here is the front page. on the back page. And that's it for our homework tonight.